welcome to Faro. I keep hitting things, okay. Hello and welcome to Faro, Portugal. This is my last stop in Portugal. I'm still in the Algarve region, but I'm kind of in the last, well, it's not the last city, but the last major city I'm gonna be in on this trip. And I have 4 nights here. So yeah, that takes me to the beginning of May 2nd is when I'll be leaving here. So would have been in Portugal for a little over a month, and I can't believe how fast time is going. Sorry, I'm like pacing. I can't believe how fast time is going. It seems like just yesterday I arrived in Porto, but at the same time it feels like it's been a long time. But it's also gone by so fast. So I am sad, but I am excited for the future. But I have the next few days here in Faro. I'm gonna explore. I'm in this really cute Airbnb. Here, I'll show you really quickly. So you enter through here and you have, I don't know, I could go zoom out. The quality's gonna drop, but this is the entryway. Go back to normal. This cute little poster, a mirror, hello. And then you go into the room here. And sorry, I just kind of plopped some of my stuff down. But you have like this cute little room. It's like a day bed. And I really like, I actually think I'm gonna, I already looked up that poster. I think I'm gonna buy it. Not here, but like when I get home. But I really like how this is decorated. I think it's super cute. So they have a little room here, and then you have the bathroom and the little kitchen, little kitchenette. And then you can go outside. I'm gonna take the key with me just in case. And then you have this cute little balcony. You got a little view here. And the cathedral is right there, so pretty good location. So I know I've been trying to stay in more hostels, but my experience in Lagos wasn't great. It was just the Airbnb itself, not the Airbnb, the hostel itself was very, trying to do 2 things at once, was very antisocial. Like it just wasn't like a very welcoming atmosphere. So I don't know, like it was fine. Like I would recommend people stay there, but it just wasn't the experience I wanted. I wanted to meet people and mingle, and it just really wasn't that. So I don't know, I just find that I'm happier at I know, I'm sorry, so much is going on right now. Okay. I just wasn't happy there, so I'm just finding that I'm happier at an Airbnb for now, as I'm still trying to adjust. Although this Airbnb wasn't too expensive, it was under $200 for 4 nights, so that worked out, and I found it kind of last minute. So it's not big, but it's just me, so I don't need it to be very large. So, and honestly, this is like plenty big for me. I've seen in smaller Airbnbs and I've seen in massive ones. I'm really hoping here in Faro, I can at least, I said this about the last place, but I'm really hoping that I can just just have a good time, like reset before I then go into Spain, and I spend a little over 2 weeks in Spain. So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of approximately have about 6 more weeks left in this trip, which isn't a lot of time because it's gonna go by so quick, but it's also like enough time for me to try to, you know, make this trip better. Not that this trip has been bad, it's just I had all these expectations kind of coming in that I was gonna try to change things, I was going to find myself, you know, blah blah blah, and it just hasn't. And I think part of that is just the work factor. I'm having a lot of stress with work that I don't know if I'll get into. Maybe I'll talk about it in future videos, but it's not so much that my job is stressful, I'm just not happy with what I'm doing because I'm not learning anything, and I'm bored. So I'm trying to find ways to stimulate myself, and one way to do that is to travel, but it's just, I don't know. There's been a lot of bumps in the road. I think I started off so strong, and like Porto set the bar so high, and then this is my baby hairs. Okay. And so Porto set the bar so high, and then Lisbon kind of knocked it down, and then the past two places have really knocked it down. So we're trying to go back up. But yeah, so today it is almost 2 o'clock, I'm guessing. So I have to log into work at 4. But what I'm gonna do today, I'm going to unpack, and then I'm gonna go find a grocery store, grab some food for tonight, walk around a little bit. I'm gonna walk around and then go to the grocery store. And then I'm going to take tonight to just plan out what I want to do over the next few days. You can see this, but there's like a whole basket of just brochures and maps and everything. So I'm gonna look through that. I'm gonna look through the recommendations that my host sent to map everything out. I have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday before I head to Spain on Monday. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna make this weekend a good time. And I'm gonna try not to worry about work so much because it's just a job. And I'm gonna figure something out. I'm gonna make myself excited. And I'm also gonna get another pasta di nata. I didn't say that right. Because I haven't had one in like a week. And I only have a few more days here. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna unpack and walk around and get food. And yeah, that's gonna be it for now. On Friday, I took the time to further explore Faro. While Faro has the main airport in the Algarve and is the city where most will fly into if they are visiting the region, hence earning the nickname the Gateway to the Algarve, Faro felt like a quieter city. However, it's the biggest city in the Algarve. It was originally held by the Moors from the 8th century until 1249, when it was recaptured by Alfonso III. In the years following, the town was known for its secure port and salt. In the 14th century, the Jewish community began to grow in the region, but in December 1496, anyone who did not convert to Christianity was expelled from Portugal. In 1597, the city was sacked by the English before a period of expansion in the 17th and 18th centuries. Faro was almost destroyed by the earthquakes in 1722 and 1755, but there are still some buildings that withstood the quakes and remain to this day. It's easy to wander around Faro and allow yourself to get lost in the side streets and the marina. The city has a more laid-back vibe, which I enjoyed. I didn't feel overly pressured to do too many things, which was perfect in hindsight, as the few weeks following were definitely busy. So I've been sitting out here a bit and I'm plane spotting the Faro Airport's right over here. I'll show you in a second. But I pulled up Flight Radar 24, or one of those websites where you can track flights, and I've been tracking various flights coming in and out. So I've seen like flights go out to Bristol, and I'm waiting on one more, and then it'll go away. I've been here for like 45 minutes. But I'm waiting for the one to go to Birmingham. But it's been fun. It's a lot of Ryanair, EasyJet, and I saw one British Airways and one Lufthansa. So yeah, it's a good activity. I mean, there's not a ton to do in Faro, but this is kind of fun if you're into aviation, or even if you're terrified of aviation like I am. It's just kind of a fun way to look. I haven't plane spotted since I lived in DC, because I used to live near my hair is something else today. I used to live near Reagan National Airport in Haynes Point, if you're familiar with that. So I used to sometimes go out there and do plane spotting, but it's been a while since I've done it, so I do recommend this. It's kind of nice. The weather's nice. I'll show you where I'm seated, and I'll drop a pin and I'll give you the location I'm at. But yeah, so yeah, I'm just seated. There's some stairs here, but yeah, it's kind of just along the water by the train station, and then the airport is right there, so not bad. There we go. Ryanair, and it's headed to Birmingham, so hey, hope you have fun. After plane spotting, I headed back to my Airbnb for a quick work conference call. Then I headed back out to the Carmel Church, which was just around the corner from my Airbnb. The church is one of the most important historical monuments in the Algarve. It was founded in 1713, with building construction started in 1747. The interior features beautiful tile work and sacristy that is well worth a visit. Adjacent to the church in the back courtyard is the Chapel of Bones. Now, I won't lie, it's a bit spooky to see, but it is a compact chapel built from the bones of Carmelite monks. There's 1,245 skulls in the walls. Above the entrance, there's an inscription that translates to, "Stop here and consider that you will reach the state too." I'll admit, I didn't spend too much time here because it was just a little creepy for my taste, and the fact that there's a school right behind it and hearing children playing outside while in the chapel was a bit unnerving, but it's well worth a visit if you're into this. Happy Saturday. Hope you all are having a great day, whether you're watching this on a Saturday or on a Monday, let's say. So today I am heading to the beach area. It's a bit of a walk. I know I could take public transit and everything, but it is a beautiful, I don't know if you can see. It's a beautiful day, is what I'm trying to say. And so I'm just gonna go and chill and read a bit. I'm not really planning on doing too much. And then I might try to find a bar, like a rooftop or something, just to chill out. And then after I do that, I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to get a new SIM card here in Portugal, or if I want to wait until I get to Spain. The issue is that I think technically my Portuguese SIM card ends tonight. Or today or something, and I leave for I was about to say Maryland. That is so wrong. I'm about to leave for Spain on May 2nd. So that's on Monday. So today's Saturday. So I'm like, do I just wait until I get to Spain, but might not have Wi-Fi or internet or cellular data? Or do I get it now? Because it seems like I can get a better deal in Spain. So I'm going to mull that over. I'm going to head out and I'll take you along and let's have a great afternoon. Gonna let the record show that I just saw another cat. So my streak of seeing at least one cat in every place I've been so far has not been broken. I just couldn't get it on camera because there are people watching. So happy May. Can't believe it's already May. It is my last full day here in Faro and also my last full day here in Portugal for, yeah. It's been an amazing month. I'm sad to be leaving this beautiful country, but I'm ready to explore a new one. But today I am headed out, and I need to head out like right now, to Tavira. It's about a 40-minute train ride from Faro, and I'm really excited to explore it. Apparently, some people was watching some videos about it. Some people say it is one of the most charming cities in the Algarve region, so really excited. I need to head out though, make sure I catch my train because train service is limited. So let me take you along and see what we get up to. First thing I need to do though, honestly, when I get there is get a new SIM card because my Vodafone one is up. So let's go head over to the train station, get on the train and head to Tavira.
On my final full day in Portugal, I headed via train to the nearby town of Tavira. It's a super charming town with a mix of traditional Portuguese heritage and Moorish influences. Like Faro, it's easy to wander and let yourself get lost in this town. On the day I visited, it was super quiet too, which was an added bonus. While the day was beautiful, it wasn't without its mishaps.
I think that what I mainly wanted to come out here to see is they're like pink salt pans. They're all dried up, I'm pretty sure. I'll show you. But I've just walked all this way. Kind of nothing. Yeah. That's just part of travel sometimes. You get hyped up to see something and it's not there. Or it's not what you expected. So there's a fort. I'm gonna go look at it because I'm here. Then I guess I'm gonna make the long walk back to the city in the heat. On second thought, I don't think you can get in. There are a bunch of people over there. I'm gonna guess it's just because it's like a beachy area. I guess I'll walk over there and then turn around. I gotta figure out what to do.
After the salt flat mishap, I decided to head into town to walk around and check out the local sites. Everything I'd heard about Tavira was right. It is such a cute and charming town. You can definitely see all the Portuguese influence with the tiles, but also the mix of Moorish influences. To be honest, I didn't have a ton planned in Tavira. I mainly just wanted to enjoy the beautiful day. I took some time to sit by the water near the Roman bridge of Tavira. The exact origin of this bridge is unknown, but it is most likely the existence of a Roman bridge from the 3rd century that has been rebuilt over time. The bridge is now used for pedestrians and is an iconic part of the Tavira landscape. When you're in Tavira, make sure you visit the Castle of Tavira. It dates back to the 8th century BC and went through the hands of the Phoenicians, Greeks, Celts, Carthaginians, Romans, Moors, and the Portuguese crown. The structure was severely damaged in the 1755 Lisbon earthquake, but the remaining walls are classified as a national monument. Today, it's used as a public garden with beautiful landscaping. It's free to enter, and it offers a great view of the city below. It was fun to see all the various homes, so make sure you dedicate 15 to 20 minutes at least to wander and take in the views. Not gonna lie, that looks pretty good. Oh, I just want to jump in there right now. It's so hot. But look at the view. And this is free. Just gotta climb some steps. But it's just beautiful here. I think it's a really good idea because it's like an old castle fort. I think it's a good idea because it's an old castle fort and they've made it into a garden. So I think that's a really smart idea. I think more should do that. And it's free. I like free. That sums up my time in Faro and Tavira in Portugal overall. I really enjoyed my month in this amazing country and I was so sad to leave. I know I'll be back in the future to explore all the places I was unable to and revisit some of my favorite places as well. I know it took a long time to get these videos up and for that I apologize, but I do hope you enjoyed them. I'm headed to southern Spain next, and I'm very excited to share with you my time in Cadiz and Seville, so stay tuned for these vlogs coming soon. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already and give this video a like. If you would like to stay more up to date with me in more current time, please give me a follow on Instagram at Katie Sputo or on TikTok at Katie Does Travel. Thank you again, and remember to wander far and wander often.